Hey guys, it's Nicole, and today we're going to talk about Poshmark. So if you don't know what Poshmark is an app that you can sell clothing and shoes and accessories on. I have been really focused on Poshmark the last couple weeks. I made a brand new account. I wanted to start from scratch and see what I could do with it. So I started it 2.5 weeks ago, and this weekend, so the account is only 2.5 weeks old. This weekend I did $742 in clothing sales, just clothing and shoes. I also sold some mystery boxes on there and made a little bit more than that, but my clothing sales alone was $742. Now, to me, that's really amazing because on eBay, when you first start, you're limited. It's a little bit harder to get going. But the fact that on my second week into Poshmark, I was able to do that much in sales on a weekend is really incredible. So I'm really focused on my Poshmark store right now. We're going to be listing all of our clothing over there, and we're going to slow down on the clothing on eBay, focus on the card goods on eBay, clothing on Poshmark, and see how things go. I mean, it's been doing extremely well. I wanted to share with you today, it's Monday, we're packing up shipping and getting everything out from the weekend. I wanted to share with you what sold and how much it sold for. All of these items were also cross-posted on eBay. I sold on Poshmark first. So maybe you'll get a good idea of what is kind of moving over there. So I have everything ready to go. Hopefully this goes smooth. I've never made like a what sold on Poshmark video, and I think I have it right. Okay, so Poshmark does take 20% off for fees, but the buyer always pays for shipping and there's no returns. So to me, buyers paying for shipping is great. I don't have to factor that in. And when you're taking an offer on Poshmark, they automatically tell you what you'll make. So you're not doing any math or anything. So like if you take an offer of 25, you know what it says right underneath it, your earnings is 20. It simplifies things and makes life a little bit easier, which I really appreciate. But so take 20% off of that 742, and that's what our profit, well, that doesn't include cost of goods and overhead or anything, but that's what Poshmark is paying us out. Okay, so here's one of the first things we sold. I got these Jeffrey Campbell boots at the Nordstrom Rack sale. Just a couple weeks ago, Nordstrom Rack was having 40% off all their clearance, and I picked up these cute Jeffrey Campbell boots. They are like a tapestry boot, super cute. So I paid about $20 for these guys, and they sold for $75, which is great, especially because, you know, it's June, not really boot season, and they still sold. So I think I took an offer on that. I sold these boots, which were also from the sale. So these were 31 and then 20 or 40% off of that. So what is that? 12, so about 20. So I paid about $20 for these guys. These are Vince Camuto knee-high boots. And of course, we'll take the stickers off and stuff before we send it. Or no, these are These are Franco Sarto, that brand. Anyway, they sold for $99. So that was an awesome sell. $99. I took 80 from that, and then you factor in what I paid for it. So, you know, I made about $50 on these boots. Again, in June. The next thing that sold were these cleats. So these soccer cleats, I really thought these were going to, I don't know if they're soccer or what kind of cleats they are. I thought these were going to sell on eBay for sure because I've done better cleats on eBay, but they sold on Poshmark for $25. I think I picked these up at a yard sale for $3 or $5, somewhere in there. So I made 20 on them. So my profit was about 15 if I paid 5, which is great. I mean, they're in really good condition. So I guess just about anything can sell on Poshmark. I'm kind of new to the cleat game, so I'm not really sure if I could have gotten more or what, but I'm happy. I'm happy with my sales. And that's all that really matters. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, maybe I could have gotten more for that. But then I think like, yeah, but like they sold, they found a happy customer and they're off. So these are Vans. I got these paid by the pound. They weigh less than a pound. I probably paid like $1 or $2 for these. These are just checkerboard Vans. They sold for $11 on Poshmark, so not a ton, but I mean, I still made a few dollars on them, and I'm happy with that. All the labels are already printed. We'll wrap everything up in tissue. We put thank you cards. We're really trying to work on our packaging. These, I believe I picked up, I got these, I think I paid like 50 cents. I got these in like a bulk lot. So I probably paid about 50 cents for them. Look, they were nothing special. I almost just donated them and didn't list them, but I listed them for $8. I mean, I listed them for like 10. Someone offered me 8. And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, like sometimes you just want to get movement and you want to get things going. So these weren't like a high dollar sell. I only made a couple bucks on them, but a couple dollars is better than just donating them. Okay. And then these fry mules, these were probably a bad buy on my part. I don't remember how much I paid for them exactly, but they only sold for 15. I probably could have held out and got more for them, but I don't think I paid very much for them. And it was like 15, sure, I'll take it. They need to be cleaned a little bit, you know, not much though. But I don't think that fried mules are very popular. I think fry, like boots and stuff, do really well, but this style wasn't the style that was moving great. So who knows, maybe they're gonna flip them for more money. I took the 15 and ran with it. Okay, and then I have a Kate Spade purse. This came from the Goodwill outlet. They paid $25 for it. It does have some wear on the corners, which I listed. I had actually sold this on eBay and it got returned to me, and then I sold it on Poshmark. So that was great. They got returned because they didn't like it. Not a big deal. But on Poshmark, it's not going to get returned because they didn't like it, because you can't do that on Poshmark. So I love that. Okay, we have some more shoes back here. So I got these Tom booties sold. They sold for $28. Super cute. They have this little like fringy pool. I really liked these. I paid $8 for them. They might have been half off. So paid between $4 and $8 for them. So nice little $2 sale there. Okay, next up we have these Dolce Vita shoes. Now, if you went to the sale at Nordstrom Rack, you probably saw these. I feel like everyone was picking these up. They were about $10. So 17 and then minus 40%. So right around $10 for these. They were like velvety boots. Anyway, I sold them for $25 because the market is super flooded on these. And yeah, I could have held out and got more, but someone offered me $25. So I took it, and I made, you know, I doubled my money on these, which that's fine. I'm happy with that. These can go find a new home. Next up are these Target brand boots. I did not sell these for very much, but I got these in a big lot. I probably paid about 50 cents for them. I sold them for $10. Honestly, things like this where I'm paying 50 cents, I'm like, just go find a new home. You're going to, I made about $8 on them. Everything adds up though, you guys. Everything adds up. Okay. Then I got these Converse by John Varvota. So it's like a collaboration. They're supposed to look worn in like this. That's how they are manufactured. And there's a logo. These sold for $30. I thought I would get more for these, to be honest. When I picked them up, I really thought that they were going to sell for a lot more than $30. But they were sitting, they were on eBay, they were on Poshmark. Someone finally offered me $30 and I was like, yes, bye. But I originally listed them a lot higher. But you know, I'm not perfect, and sometimes my, what I think I'm going to get is not what I get. Sometimes I get more, sometimes I get less. That happens. Okay, this is a Ralph Lauren bag, which I got in a big, I picked up at a leather sale that I went to. I probably only paid, it's very lightweight, I probably paid about $3 or $4 for this guy. It's a really cute Ralph Lauren messenger bag. Sold for $25, so that means I got 20. My profit was probably like 15 on it. Okay, now this was a bundle. So I sold these 2 pair of Sorel boots to the same person. They're the same size. I got these at the Columbia outfit. I got like 50 pair of boots that day, and I paid an average price. I just averaged them all out, and it was $20 a piece. So they were having like a big clearance sale where it was like they were already on clearance, and then it was additional half off of clearance. And then I had a friends and family code on top of that, which took an additional 30% off. So I did really, really well that day. Anyway, so these on average for all the boots, I paid 20, just averaged it out. So 40 for both pair. And then the bundle price I sold for 120. There we go. So I about doubled my money on these, a little bit more, but I was happy to find them a new home. Okay, then we have some clothing items over here. So I have this, some of these are actually funny. A couple of these are from when Nordstrom had their $4 sale, if you guys remember that from last year. And I found like a bag of stuff that we hadn't listed. So we listed it all and it started to move. So this is just like a misguided skirt. Again, I paid $4.49 for these items. And this one sold for $15. When I found these, I was like, we're just gonna price these low and get them gone. And then we have this, this is from the same sale. This is a Sincerely Jules dress, and it sold for $12. This is like tie. So I was happy to just like get these. I was like, I cannot believe we still have these. How did that happen? That's life sometimes. Okay, and then we have this Joie. This is a Joie flannel shirt. This one sold for $20. Just an extra small, cute little flannel. I didn't even know they did flannels, but there we go. I sold a pair of jeans for $40. Oh, okay, so these are Free People denim overalls. I picked these up for $7.99. They sold for $40 within like 5 minutes of listing them. So maybe I could have got more, but I got an offer of $40 right when I listed them, and I was like, yep, goodbye. I listed them for $50. So I was like, yes, if they're gonna sell right away, I'm not gonna regret not taking that offer. I mean, I'm still doubling my money, which is always a goal. And they left the building. So hopefully they love these. I love these. I kind of wanted to keep them, but I let them go. So this sweater I thought I would get more for when I picked it up. I'd never picked up this brand before. Some of the comps were really, really good, but then it was sitting and it wasn't moving. So I took an offer of only $15 for it. I made my money back and I kind of learned a lesson. Look, not everything sells for what, you know, like there's oddities, and I thought I would get a lot more for this sweater. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't, but it's fine. Somebody else is going to love it. Now, the last thing I sold is this Joe. This is Joe's. He had it in a few different sizes because he's been losing so much weight. So I took there was a couple that didn't fit him and I listed them. This one sold for $125. It is a Finding Dory Ray Spooner. You can only get these at the Pixar Studio store, which I'm lucky enough to have been able to visit. So when I went, I picked him up a few of them. And this one didn't fit. So, because he's lost so much weight that, yeah. Anyway, my point here is I sold this for $125. If you ever see these Pixar Ray Spooner shirts, pick them up. They are, I sold a Coco one of his for $300, $275, $250, somewhere between the $250 to $300 range on eBay. So they're definitely hot tickets, guys. Now, anyway, so that's $742 in sales. Buyer pays for shipping, 20% fees, and as soon as the person gets it, they check it in, or if they don't check it in within 3 days, you get your money either way. So yeah, I'm really, really loving Poshmark. I wish I would have focused on it sooner, but that's really my only regret. I think that Poshmark has a lot of potential. It would be extremely hard to do $700 in sales on eBay within $200 or within 2 weeks of opening up your store. The other thing that we did is I have a ton of extra inventory. We're kind of downsizing, and I put it all into mystery boxes, and I've been selling them on Poshmark for $25. So we sold a ton ton of them. We have 33 going out today, but that's from Thursday and Friday because I was out of town. So 33, and my profit on each one was 20, so not bad. Like, the mystery box thing has been really great. I really love putting them together. If you guys are looking for some extra inventory, it's all stuff that I was going to list on eBay, but unfortunately, because I am refocusing, not unfortunately, I'm actually really happy about my refocus. I decided to, I have about 3 months of back inventory, and I need to get rid of it because I'm refocusing on what I'm doing as far as clothing goes. So that's what all of that is. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you like this video. If you have a Poshmark closet, leave your name down below. My Poshmark closet is called Nicole Steak. Please feel free to follow me. I definitely share and follow back and all that good stuff. I'm really, really loving it. So have a good day, you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.